G'day, that's Like Car Guy here, and welcome back to another delivery unboxing. I've got three cars. They're scalextrics, they're vintage. Out of the three cars, I'll choose one and we'll do a teardown as always and have a chat about the car. So stick around and let's unbox my latest delivery. So welcome back to another delivery unboxing, and as I said in the intro, I've got three vintage scalextrics cars to unbox and show you guys, and out of those three, we'll tear down one. A couple of these cars are unicorns for me. Again, I'm finding some absolute weapons on eBay and some Facebook marketplaces, but these cars are just in incredible condition. So let's dive straight into it. What is the first car? We'll start off big, I think, and I'm leaning down because the box they sent in it is like Mary Poppins handbag. It's huge, it's got everything in it. So, what is it? It is the scalextric C136 Ferrari 312 T3 Formula 1 car. Beautiful livery. It's Ferrari. I mean, you can't go wrong with Ferrari, but condition. I always say it, condition is key, and this thing is just incredible. And I do love it. It's in the old style sandwich sort of box. Now, bit of history on the car. This was made from 79 to 82, so that's a 4-year run for scalextrics, but again, an absolute beautiful condition car. Love how they tell you the detail of the car here, and we'll flip around. And I'm finding when I do buy these, some of these little clips, there's two clips when you flip it up, which I won't do that now. One is broken, so it won't hinge properly, but you know what? The car itself is incredible, so beautiful. Happy to find that. Now, what is next? And again, I'm finding these gems on Facebook, I'm finding these gems on eBay, so there are some really good deals out there, and I'm not paying overly that much for them, but excellent condition. Next car, and yes, we've gone F1 again. What is this one though? Well, I lied, it's F2, but we're close. This is the C378 by scalextrics. It's the Graves Engineering F2 car, or Formula 2 car is what it says on the side. This was released for 78 and 79, so only a 2-year run on this. Now, let's have a quick look at the box condition. The car itself is, wow, incredible again. The seller I'm buying off has an extensive collection, and they're all really, really well kept cars. So there's the detail of the vehicle itself. Now, if we flip around the back, I only just learnt this before I did the video. You know I love all this old school riding. I love the Magna traction, but I've now got a new love, and I didn't know this car came with it, and it's the turbo flash right here. Now, if you don't know what that is, I think 2 videos ago I did a video on one of the F1 cars, I think it was a Williams, and I showed the turbo flash in action. And for the 80s and 90s, that's a really cool thing. If you don't know what it is, watch that other video, but a quick description. It flashes on let go of accelerator, showing that the turbo's sort of backfiring, which is really cool. For that era of cars, that's what they would have done. They would have shot at flames. So really cool. Did not know this car had it. So now I've got a new favorite, turbo flash. I think that's my new favorite word now. What is last? Now this car we're going to reveal now, or unbox together, is going to be the teardown car. So I'll do a quick tour of the box as we do, and then we'll go into a teardown. What car is that? I'm actually really excited because I see these a lot unboxed. This is boxed. What is it? Wow. Hope you're as excited as I am. It's the scalextric C130 Triumph TR7. I, in real life, absolutely love this car. I don't think we make cars like this anymore in real life. It's a 2-door, you know, V8, just a real raw sports car. Now let's have a look at the box itself. It's the flip-up version, which we'll have a look at proper in a tick. There's your sticker on the side. Not a bad condition box. The window's in good condition. The car, I haven't taken it out yet, looks like it's going to be incredible. And it's part of the scalextrics Rally series. This was a rally car, and we'll talk about that when we're doing the teardown. Now, release time. This was released from 78 to 79. Now, I did make a mistake. The Formula 2 car, and apologies, was from 86 to 92. So the Formula 2 car was ran for 7 years. My mistake, I've written that down twice. That was a 7-year run. This is the 2-year run, I believe, in this box. So 78 to 79, beautiful looking car. So now that my mistake's out of the way, let's get into a teardown. As always, we'll take the chassis off, we'll take the shell off, we'll have a chat about the car, and then we won't run it today, but I will run it soon. So let's get stuck into the teardown. Rightio, so here it is still in the box. I wanted to do the box opening and take it out, obviously on camera, because these are quite unique, these boxes. And just a quick look around at the art itself. Do love how the Rally is put on there. It is very, look, it is very 70s. I love the funny lines and that. I mean, that was pretty high tech for the time. I'm guessing the way the graphics were designed. But the box itself, we've had a quick look at it before. Let's do a turnaround, but then let's go into the open. So these boxes open from the rear. Just make sure I don't get it caught. Now, opening these boxes, be careful because there is it's a different angled cut. These have a really weird cut, which makes it lock into itself. So be careful when you open these old ones. As you can see, the old owner must have gone for a big yank and it's sort of torn here, but that's okay. So just be careful when you remove that from the actual slot itself. And here she is. Now, let's have a look inside. Straight away, and I'm blown away. The paint job on this looks incredible. The main thing I wanted to show is these plastics, and I always do this and I will keep doing it. They are brittle. This one is actually not too bad, but they do break and they're brittle. This side is quite good. Happy with that. So let's take him out. Pull back, up she goes. Before I go any further, is there any instructions in here? Nope, so that's it. And then inside the box itself, there's a bit of scalextric decal here. So really cool box. If you can find them in these boxes, grab them. They're quite interesting and they stack quite well. Let's move that aside. But here is the beast, and bloody hell, I'm blown away by the condition of this car. So while we've got it out, let's take the tour and then we'll do a tear down after that. So that's a bit of history on this car. It was made in real life from 75 to 81. This actual car was a rally car. And quite successful because of the wedge-shaped design. And I love this design. I had a Nissan Exa Turbo, which literally is this, but in this inversion, with pop-up lights. So this in real life had pop-up lights, which I love. Mate, bring back pop-up lights. If that doesn't scream 70s and 80s, I don't know what does. Beautiful two-door coupe, nice cut-off wedge shape at the rear. But condition-wise, decals, I mean, let's have a look. It almost looks like a Pontiac Firebird. It's not, but it looks like, I like that design. It looks really cool. Nice big sloping front bonnet. Rear little section on the back. Have we got two people in there? Nope. So let's have a quick look at him. We've got the driver, green helmet, hanging on, literally hanging on. He's straight armed, so he's going for it. But condition-wise, a really beautiful looking car. Decals on both sides. There is no sponsorship on this one, which I don't mind that. It's just a nicely painted car. And on the bonnet here, a nice little touch. There's a TR7. Let's see if I can get that on the camera. Might not get it. It's just imprinted there. I like how that's in the actual plastic mold itself. Now let's talk about the spotties. I think I've got one that's broken. Yeah, it's okay. I've got one I think that's actually in the box still. One's broken off in half, but they are just stick-it on with reflective mirrored sticker. But do like that, really cool. Let's go around to the rear. And again, just plastic lights. I don't think this has got active lights. There's your fuel filler at the back. Again, a nice little bit of plastic work there. They've sort of made that into the mold itself. And there she is. Now let's flip it upside down and have a look at the tyre situation going on. And they look Mickey Mouse. Seriously, look Mickey Mouse. Now this is rear-wheel drive, inline motor. And again, from that era, these ran on a slight angle, as you can see, running uphill. Or was that downhill? Sorry, no, downhill. I'm upside down. Excuse me. But rear-wheel drive, inline scalextric motor for that era. Rear-wheel driven, plastic and nylon gearing, I believe. But these tyres are incredible. And, if you noticed, quite fat, like drag car tyres. This is almost like a monster truck. Guide at the front. Potentially that's new braid. I don't know until I crack it open. Might be a replacement braid. But nonetheless, it looks unused. But I'm going to say it's not. I'm going to say that's hopefully period correct. Beautiful looking car. Alrighty-o. So let's take the shell off the top. Let's have a look in the chassis and see how this thing goes. Alrighty, let's get stuck into the teardown. And unfortunately we can't. And I'll tell you why. Let's flip it over. Now these don't run screws, which is to this day I think still genius, because you know screws are really good, but this is a clip-in system. Now I can remove the front, which I'll show that now. The front pops out. It's got a little plastic tongue on it, which goes up in behind the actual front bumper, which that normally clips off as well, which I won't do that. And that clips in. Then, following suit, you should be able to pull the clip out the back here, which you can see on the side. There's a little black dot there and one there, and it'll be clipping into the rear. That would normally then follow, but unfortunately it doesn't want to come without force. And being a collector in such a good condition car, I'm not going to risk taking this apart. So unfortunately I can't show you guys inside. I will explain what is in there. You have a negative and positive, very thin gauge wire to that motor, and that's about it. So I don't think we're missing out on much, but apologies, I don't want to break this beautiful condition slot car, but it appears it hasn't been opened before, hence why it's going to take some force. So apologies on that, guys. I'm not going to do a tear down, but a beautiful looking slot car. As always, thank you very much for watching. Comment please anything you want me to review. Those other two cars I showed, if you want to see them in their true teardown form, let's get stuck into that. But at that slot car guy on Instagram, I'm going to make a couple different videos soon about slot car topics where I'll have a chat, and I'll love some feedback from you guys and comments on where we think this hobby should be going, what we need to do with this hobby to bring it in line with other hobbies such as, you know, die-cast car collecting and RC collecting, because this hobby has got so much going for it. Let's get on the big stage again and make it like it was in the 60s, where people were lining up to race these bloody things around wooden tracks. So I'll be making those videos in due course. I'd love some comments from you guys. As always, thanks for watching. Jump on Instagram at that slot car guy. Take care. Ciao.